Welcome to Yury Experience, and today I want to talk to you about how to stop. Do you have this habit that you really don't like, that you really don't want to get rid of, but it doesn't matter how often did you try, you failed? If you don't have one, you are a lucky person. Most of us have both. We have good habits and we have bad habits. And some of the bad habits are the ones that we're actually trying to get rid of, but they're like catching us and don't let us get rid of them, and yeah. And I'm not different to you, because I also have different kinds of habits. I'm human, which is why, yes, I also have bad habits which I try to get rid of, and there is one perfect rule that helps you every time. At least it helped me every time. But before we jump to that rule, we will start with 3 smaller rules that also help a lot by managing of your habits, and then we'll talk about the big rule. Small rule number 1, create a plan. And if you didn't expect me to say something like that, then this is probably your first video, because I do talk about plans and systems a lot. Having a proper system or having a proper plan helps a lot to get rid of some habit. Why? Because if you can learn something through systems with help of plans, then you can also unlearn something through systems with help of plans. That is how it works. That helps for both things, good and bad ones. The second advice, fill the void. And this one I learned today when I prepared myself for this video. What is the void in this context? The void is this empty space that you freed, or you are trying to free, through the fact that you are getting rid of something in your life. And when you take something and get rid of it, you will have void, you will have space. And you need to fill it. You need to fill that vacuum. Why do you need to fill it? Because if you don't fill it, stuff that was in there will come back. Because it's perfect place for it. You have perfect amount of space for stuff that you get rid of. But you don't want the stuff in there, which is why you need to fill it with something else. What can you fill it with? With different skill, with different habit, with some new experience, with another hobby. Fill it with whatever you want, but fill it with something. Do it! The last small advice is recognize your responsibility. It is your responsibility to get rid of that bad habit. It is your responsibility to work on yourself. It is not responsibility of that some other person that will maybe come to you and help, but not surely. As I say on this channel a lot, your life is your responsibility, which is why take it and carry it with courage, with pride, because it is your life. Take care of it. It's your life. It's yours. The big advice, the huge advice that helped me a lot in my past and that I still use right now, because I still need to work on some stuff. And the advice goes as following. Don't put yourself in a situation where you will need to make a choice. Yes, that's all. That's all. If you do it, you will survive and you will develop yourself and you will get rid of your bad habits. What? You need a better explanation? Okay, let's do it. What is the situation where you will make a choice, where you will need to make a choice? That is a situation where you need to choose between your bad habit and something else, about the right thing, so between bad habit and the right thing. And the point is following. Most humans, if they have a choice, will go for bad habit. Because that is a habit. That is what we learn to do. That is what our body is comfortable with. Which is why we are doing the bad thing every time when we have a choice. What can you do? Just follow my advice. Don't bring yourself in such a situation. Let's make a couple of examples. For example, you want to lose weight and you follow some kind of nutrition. And then you see your cheat meal, but you are not allowed to eat it yet. So you see, for example, a piece of cake and you think, I want this piece of cake, but I'm not allowed to eat it today. I will eat it tomorrow, but I want it so much. Do you know what the problem is? Right, existence of cake in your field of view. If you wouldn't buy a cake, if you wouldn't buy candies, and if you wouldn't buy sweets, then you will not have cravings for them, or at least these cravings will be less because you can put your mind to other things. You don't see, so you don't remember. That's kind of how our brains work from time to time. Another example from the same field. You have some kind of nutrition and you know that you are not allowed in that kind of nutrition to eat, I don't know, the whole bowl of ice cream. Let us say ice cream. And you know that you are not allowed. You decided that that is forbidden for you. So let's follow that. But you are allowed to eat ice cream, you are just not allowed to eat as much. Then put it in another bowl as much as you are allowed to eat and put that away. You add that, put it away, and it will be easier on you than eating straight ahead from the big package. And that works for each and every field. For example, gaming. You know that you cannot control yourself. You know that if you start to play, then you will not get enough sleep. And that is why you prohibited yourself to play computer games on, for example, Monday through Thursday. You prohibited yourself because you want to get enough sleep. What is the best way to keep your word to yourself? Don't turn PC on. Don't provide yourself a choice to turn on the game or don't turn on the game. Just don't turn PC on. That's all. If you have a huge problem, if you have some kind of addiction, then it maybe would make sense to sell your PC. Take care of yourself, not of your virtual world. Last example, you are not satisfied with how you behave yourself with some friends of yours. And you just want to work on yourself, you want to develop yourself, but these friends are still trying to call you, still try to make a meetup with you, and you feel it's wrong. I want to develop myself, but I also don't want to tell them no, which is why you stay before the choice and obviously you choose the bad thing. What is the solution? As I told you, don't stand before a choice. Cut the bridges, so burn the bridges. If it is needed for your health, for your development or whatnot, if you decided that you want to work on yourself, then sometimes you need to burn bridges. That's how life works. In my personal opinion, this rule is one of the best rules to get rid of your bad habits. At the beginning, it will be more difficult, but during the process, at some point, you will just kind of get it. Your body will understand what's going on, and then it will not as difficult anymore. However, if you see that your problems continue, if you see that your bad habits just become worse and worse, that you cannot control them at all, and you always put yourself before the choice and you fail, go and ask for help. Go to, I don't know, therapist, nutritionist, dietitian or whatnot. Go and ask for help, please. Your health, your life is your responsibility. I can just ask you to do something good for yourself. I cannot make you do it. So please, make the decision yourself. If you need help, ask for help. That's how it works. I hope you know where is the like button. I think you also know where is the comment section. If you have any questions or topic suggestions, write them in the comments below. If you want to watch more videos about self-development, mind development, social topics and development of the channel, subscribe to the channel. And except for that, I see you on Monday.